Hello everyone, it's Mel from Look Into Personal again. I obviously meant to do a few more videos than I have, but unfortunately not long after my last one I came down with the symptoms of the dreaded coronavirus, so that has me out of action for quite a while, a good 2 weeks, and a good 4 or 5 days of that feeling pretty horrible. But it's been a good thing from the point of view of having to practice what I preach, because it's really got me back into having to focus on my mindset to keep positive. And so I wanted to share a bit of that with you today. One of the things I struggled with the most, especially with the fever side of the virus, was that my joints really ached and I couldn't get comfortable. I was so exhausted, but everything hurt. So lying down really hurt. And I just wanted to be grumpy about it. I really did. It was so annoying. I felt so horrible. And I thought, right then, Mel, come on, you can do better than this. This is your time to really, bump up your mindset. And everything I said last time about gratitude, bang on. That was incredibly important for me. And I absolutely practice what I preach. First thing in the morning, first thing in the evening. I mean, it's so much to be grateful for, even when you're feeling horrible. But then I got reminded of Vipassana meditation, which I did about 1.5 years ago, a 10-day silent meditation retreat. Now, lockdown is nothing compared to 10 days of being in the same place, not being able to talk to people, and meditating in silence for about 11 hours a day. When I found out what was wrong with me, I decided to do this retreat because I needed to know that my mental strength was there. I knew that I can drink as much green tea and eat as much kale smoothies as I please, but if my mind wasn't there, I wouldn't heal. I knew it had to be a full mind-body heal. So I went and did this retreat, and very much focused initially on the breath. The breath is your link between your conscious and your subconscious, and everything I'm about is about you being in control, having the mastery of your subconscious, not letting subconscious biases run you. You have control of what you focus on and your feelings. You have control on which feelings and emotions you want to focus on. And Vipassana was a real bit of strength for that. You wake at 4 a.m. and your last meditation finishes at 9 o'clock at night. So your first meditation of the day starts at 4:30 in the morning and your last one finishes at 9 o'clock at night. And it was hardcore. I cannot lie to you. It was really hardcore, but it proved to me that I have a lot of mental strength. And it also proved to me that actually the biggest cause of our pain and suffering is our expectation that we should have something different. And that was a problem. I was lying there in pain thinking, I don't want to be in pain. I don't want to be in pain. I don't want to hurt. I don't want to be ill. I want to feel better. I want to get things done. It's nice weather. Tough. You have to focus on what you've got at the moment. And one of the things with Vipassana is that if you've got something that hurts, you really look at that pain. Rather than thinking, I don't want that pain, you really focus in on it. You scan all around your body, all around the pain. And what you find when you do that is actually the pain isn't as big as you think it is. If you've got a bad back, which is the problem I really suffered with. I mean, I've got a lot of back injuries, and sitting cross-legged for 11 hours a day is not cool for that. Then Vipassana meditation is for you. So one of the things that we need to realise about pain, as horrible as it is to think about, is that it is a choice. It's something our brain has designed to keep us safe. Touch a hot stove, it's hot, you don't want to touch it again because you don't want to get burnt. But the reality is, you can't never touch a stove again. It will be cold. If you've turned it on, it will be hot, but otherwise it will be cold. And pain is something that the brain makes. It's the only thing that doesn't feel pain is the brain itself. And yeah, we have to find strength in ourselves to realize that mental and physical pain is something that we do have some control over. That's not taking away from people with chronic pain, believe me, and some injuries, etc. I still feel pain, but we can't let it control us. We have control over the control it has over us. And Vipassana really teaches you that. And it was absolutely impressive. I mean, I have suffered my entire life since early teenage years with back injuries, and I have been in constant pain. After you first learn Anapana meditation, and then when you are sensitive enough at being able to sense your own body very delicately, then you move on to Vipassana meditation. And on the second day of learning Vipassana meditation, which must have been maybe halfway through the total 10 days, I suddenly had this moment where I had no pain. I'd never felt it before. It was amazing. And the reason I felt no pain, was because I was looking into what was actually there. And then I was using the Vipassana phrase of equanimity. I didn't want it to be there. I didn't want it not to be there. I was just looking at it for what it is. And that's all you can do with life. You just look at what you actually have, and you don't go, oh, I don't want that, or I want something else, or I do want this. You just take what's there. And it works, because there I was, sat on the floor with no pain. And I'd been wearing a back brace up until this point to cope, and I was in agony still. And suddenly I took my back brace off, and I have not worn it since. And I didn't wear it for the next 5 days of sitting on the floor, cross-legged, for 11 hours a day of silent meditation. That's the difference. The only interesting thing was that when I then walked out to lunch that day with no pain, literally walking on air, feeling amazing, I then thought, oh my God, I never want this feeling to end. And as soon as I tried to grasp that feeling, then it went. And that's the point. You just have to accept what you have and not want something else. So I was in a webinar recently, big group of coaches all in one webinar that I was helping to run. And one of the other coaches said that right now, it's like we're in between trapezes. That's the way it feels. And what I thought was, the thing is with that is to move forward, we have to let go of the trapeze behind us. And that to me was the most fantastic way of looking at the way we are, the life we're at right now. So I'm going to leave you with a phrase from Goenka, who is the father who brought Vipassana meditation back to the masses, and that is, may all beings be happy. Have a great week. Thank you. Bye-bye.